yatoita 8 views kudhara apo runzika uchiita ndiri kutesa yatoita 8 views kudhara apo runzika uchiita ndiri kutesa but iaudio iri kubva apa pakaita I'm closer to this so you can hear me. I don't know about those people. You will turn it from the laptop. Huh? It should stop, isn't it? Audio chirungo. See where the problem is. It's scooping on my mics. I need the audio on my mics. So it's I don't want this audio now.
For some people. But you know, the funny part is, I was having a conversation with them and I was saying, what?
ndinongona pane vanhu twashuonekari.
Yeah, move on.
Iyi mic inenge yakuzooneka manje. So
Enabasa.
Enabasa.
I am officially going live. So suppose the point of the live. Radio license in January. This is my laughing voice. Hi Rachel. That's Rachel. The other one, Diana. How are you doing? You understand? Yes. Understand? Even though we got ladies. Oh. Ladies can be moody, eh? Bonzi.
Don't be offensive to my gender. I take it very seriously.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. We do not.
We don't take the shit off.
We are not shut
gentle with your gender in return.
No, don't be gentle.
But I'm a gentle woman. There's no need
If
to-
you are, then that's
Life is hard already. There's no need to beat each other up.
Don't worry, we'll be gentle. At least he will.
I don't trust you.
Come here,
You go on with that? Please come here.
Alright, time to talk about mine.
Going live.
Alright, go.
I think pane network problem.
It's buffering.
Yeah.
It's exactly 28 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock right here on Power FM Zimbabwe. A very good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? I hope that you are well. It's the final hour of the connection. At 28 minutes past 11 o'clock, we are getting into from a men's perspective. DPs are coming through there from Shashil. Yeah, also going to play you Del Reshe with Gumpepe. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Can't wait for you guys to come through and hear your contributions. All right. So if you want to participate, it is 0712-831-172, or you can get to come through on our calling lines, which is 0242-498-652. 0242-498-652. That is the calling line. All right. So calls and text messages via our WhatsApp platform number, we are taking them. So yeah, come through and let's get the ball rolling. As you know, my co-host is in the studio, Sir Bruta. A very good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Rach. I'm very well, thank you. How are you keeping?
Izvozvo
zvawatoita atoti nhasi pane aenzi uchanyara wangosiya tinozvita titega
zvekuita
zvinokonzeresa.
It's not me. Wait until the messages start coming through on our WhatsApp platform number. It's not me. Why are you finessing the ladies? I don't know. You want to finesse the ladies?
Not at all. I'm sorry if it came across as if I'm doing that.
Oh, you're not finessing?
No, I'm not. I'm
It's
just
fine.
being me.
It's fine. Not a problem at all. All right. So today we definitely have a very interesting conversation, I should say so. And we're talking about money.
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 Nyadzimula, bag,
Exactly.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marina must have one. So,
No.
what is the Mari innocent?
What is Innocent doing in the studio?
See the level of hate. The level of hate.
Guess who's in the studio? Dark chocolate, is it? Dark chocolate. So, guys, you can also catch us live on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe. We're also live on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe, so you can get to come through. Also, get to check out who's in the studio. So, Bruto, do you want to have the honors of introducing our guest today?
Oh, yes, most certainly. So, today in the studio we have Ataro Naricho. What?
Dark chocolate.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Innocent Manyenga. And we also have with us Diana Nerera, and we have Vintage Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one. I don't do Rachel.
Yeah.
This is the one. So,
I hope
yeah.
we're not going to be having a Rachel affair where
No,
you're getting up
today,
against us.
today I'll be in the back seat.
All right.
For once, I'll be in the
You
back
really
seat.
teta.
inogonototaura point yangu sata tobotanga contribution dzevamwe vanhu vese ndikagara ndataura nyaya yangu ehe imi mozopedzesa. All right, good morning to you, Rachel. Good morning to you, Diana. How you guys doing?
Me, great, thanks.
Great.
I just noticed you said Nerera. It's Neera.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Good morning. How you doing, Ray?
I'm alright, Miss Rachel. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Okay, so today we're talking about money. All right, and apparently, men are only good as how much money they can get and how much money they spend on women.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what we want to talk about. And I don't know, Kuti, but I think let me just say this: society has taught us that men should be providers and protectors. And you cannot be a provider and protector.
That's not big.
Exactly. Now, when we say bag, I'm not saying you should be rich, but listen to the word provider and protector. You get what I'm trying to say? Provide. Buditsa mari, baba muri wapera maveji tipewo mari yechi, emagetsi apera mvura yeda kubhadharwa. That's as kuti be rich. Asi mira sababa wemba so chinakidza kuti ndiwe.
That's what you bring to the table, isn't it?
Yes, that's what you bring. Because
and as a woman, you are the table.
I'm the table, darling. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I've noticed that as much as we want to deny this, Vakadzi have one trait. The moment we realize that we have become the providers in the household, that I have more money than my... Exactly. And Tinova Taita very disrespectful. That I've noticed, not only it's something that I've observed, as much as when I say, no, I'll respect my husband. So I think just for the dynamics to just be fair, if you don't want that in your household, in your relationship, as the men,
To wait or something.
Before we let Innocent, because if Innocent starts, that's the end of it.
Yeah.
All right. So
maybe
maybe Bruce, do you have anything to say? Just
Yeah. So what I think is I think you're raising fair points. Miss Rach, but you realize in Mozambique you find Koting, you have perhaps been providing for 11 months. You fail to provide for 1 month.
Okay.
Then you're judged based off that. Simply because things are not always going to be rosy for you, So sometimes you find that you're able to provide 1 month. No, you guys think you have those ones out. Did you change it? Who do you think you could want to 1 month or rent 1 month or whatever, or school fees for 1 month, then you go around or something like that, So sometimes I think it's not just about because some men are not going to provide that. But I guess the problem really comes from a comparison. You got one ratio, Baba next door, I have to drive at big Benz, 20, 25 Benz, No, I have to because you all drive a fit,
No, I don't think we're like that.
You think so?
I mean, we love money. Oh, let me speak for myself.
Hey.
But it's not like that. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I know. You need to. The women understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But
maybe Rachel and Diana.
I was about to go to them to say, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Can we safely say that the one reason why women let me just put it as it is. Do women
That's
love
about-
men for their money? Like, is that one of the main reasons why women would actually go for men?
No.
Mm.
If that was the reason, I'm sure so many houses would not have marriages, because there are so many not so moneyed up men, and they are all coupled up. I mean, even from school, they get when a child is not even getting any money. University people, young adults, they get women, but they don't even have any money. So we can't conclude to say that is the reason.
I like the fact that you're even taking away back to school. Do we not look at a person's potential?
Not necessarily,
And
because
then say we have maybe in future
not necessarily. That's like secondary. But mostly when you meet, you're looking at the basic chemistry. I've seen this person. Do I like this person? What is it about them that I like? Out of interest, as this conversation goes, I would like for you to ask the listeners to send messages on why they love their partner.
Rachel.
I think if women really wanted money from a man, does that mean wakadzi wane marry? What do wakadzi wane marry want from men?
No, interesting.
All right, innocent.
Finally. The segregation in the studio. It's just something else. I've noticed one thing, right? If you women don't date down, ever.
Thank you. At least someone is talking
you
sense.
hardly ever
The
date
first
down.
time, let me just clap hands for you. The first time I'm ever doing this, clapping hands for innocent, guys. I think it's the only time that's ever going to happen. Thank you very much for at least being honest.
And
you can carry on.
And the thing is, like you said right at the beginning, that every woman, there are some women that will deny it. Every woman needs provision and protection. That's inherent in them, that they need provision and protection. And what I believe is that there's never a time that a woman is not under the provision and protection of a man.
There are plenty times. We all believe in provision and protection and everything, but it's not attached to a man. For example, I went to school from grade 1 to university, so that I could get work and be financially stable for myself.
You were paying for yourself?
My parents were paying. My
What-
mother was paying at one point. My father was also paying
So
at another point.
you've just proven my point.
My mother was paying. She's not a man.
Is your mother and father still married?
No, they haven't been married since I was 2.
Since you were 2. And your father was also paying for your...
Yeah, part of
Alright.
it when I stayed with my dad, he paid.
There are always exceptions to things, right? In a normal setup, a woman, it's never good for a woman never to have provision and protection. It is never.
Normal for, what do you mean normal?
All right. So, what I'm trying to say is that for a woman, it is never good for a woman not to have provision and protection.
From a man.
From a man.
Or provision and protection. Because you could
from a
be
man.
working and getting the income
Right.
that you need for the provision that you need.
From a man.
I don't believe
So when we talk about provision, we don't talk about the money.
Is the man an employer in this case?
No, when we talk about provision, we're not only talking about money. Right. Right now, a gang of thieves, a gang of robbers comes in here. Right? What are you going to expect?
I'll call the police, and they are
You
women and the
think,
police.
all right, let's be realistic. A gang walks into the studio, right? Right now, the first thing that you're going to do is call the police. Let's be honest.
I'll hide.
Let's be honest. The first thing that you're going to do, you're going to look up to the gentleman that are in here for protection. Let's be honest. You're not in that situation, but every single time that there's going to be a danger for you, you're going to look for the protection of a man, because we are capable of providing that sort of protection.
Maybe if you are my man and I know you like
It
that,
doesn't- it
whether
doesn't-
you're my brother or what, but I can't randomly expect protection
Bruce?
from any man.
Bruce, I want to ask you this question. A band of gangsters walks in here. Are you going to be hiding with the ladies that side?
No, you'd obviously try to be the hero.
That's the first thing
So
that
it's
we
a
do,
natural
because it's inherent in a man to protect a woman. It's natural. It's like, you just talked about your brother isn't.
It's
You have a
true.
little brother.
It's true. That's what's inherent for you, but it's not necessarily inherent for me
So
to then look for protection.
So
in
you
just
okay?
A man.
You okay? A gang walks in here, and you're just gonna say no. Wait.
No,
How many police? You're
gonna
gonna call who? You're gonna call who?
If I'm calling the police.
You're
and
calling.
there are
Okay.
women who work at the police,
Let's look at the composition of police officers in Zimbabwe.
They're men and women. I've got a
How
sister who's a
many
police.
composition of men and male police officers and female police officers? If we're going to
In
walk,
my family,
if
there's
we're-
one.
the composition
Female.
of the whole, if we're going to call the police and they're going to come here, how many men are going to be there and how many women are going to be there? That's my question. See, let's not then try to and believe me, I'm not belittling women, but the mere fact is, I as a man hold the capability of protecting you, whether you are my woman, you're my sister, my mother, or whatever.
Okay.
My duty is to protect you. That is provision. The other thing is that as a man, I'm supposed to support you.
No wonder why you're saying
That is provision. But if we're just going to look at provision as the dollars don't matter, my dear. They don't. Because my duty is to make sure your stomach is filled, you got clothes on you, and a roof over your head.
Let me just ask this to the gents, okay? Maybe if you can come through on you can either give us a call on 0242-498-652, or you can come through on our WhatsApp platform number 0712-831-172. I just want to ask the gents, a very simple question. Do you think that women, want you for your money, right? Or, there are other things that they're looking at that goes beyond money? But I just want to know, is the money aspect one of the top priorities, like in the top 3, let's just say? I don't know, let's just find out. 498-652, you are live on Power FM. Good morning. All right, try and give us a call. You can also come through on our WhatsApp platform number 0712-831-172. Like, as men, do you feel that women want you for your money? Is that in the top 3? Just let me know your thoughts on this one. Let's try and pick a call. You can try again, 0242-498-652. That is the calling line, 0242-498-652. You're live on Power FM. Good morning. Hi. All right. Please go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, this is true. I think the difference between men and women, like the other gentleman was saying, is not around money. There are women making much more money than men. I also goes beyond protection, because money answers all things. If a woman doesn't get all the security she wants, it has to button. I think it just comes back to the fundamentals of the Bible. When you want to have a baby, you need a man. That's where the things come. There are things that you can't do without a man, but there are things you can do without a man.
Okay, so it all comes.
Space is women's space. Men's space is men's space. That's how it is. But we use the wrong parameters to measure that, like money and, in this case, security.
You brought up a very interesting point. You talked about what the Bible actually says, isn't it? He's gone. I wanted to say when Adam was created, other people instruction ekunziji. I want to say a baby. Yes. Akapiwa instruction yekuti. All right, Chimbo, just hold on to your thought on that one. You're live on Power FM. Good morning.
Fine, and how are you?
Fine, thanks. And yourself, please go ahead with your contribution.
I think now I think I think it's all the old fashioned thing, the old fashioned thing. And that's how that is. It's only now more power. One talk is strong in the way. This is that you will make it. Now they don't. Now it's still doing. From the time to cheer up, but the future, like I said about I put it there. I have never taken a chin out around now. I was sure. And you have to go, give me from Ludo, manager when you take out. And the Bana, I don't go with energy, goes to get up for my handizoti vatakaona seko kana akarumba kuti pamaproblem saka tikatotangirana pamwe chete sodai saka pamwe hameno vamwe vasana kuvataunika pamwe kana mumadziti pamwe dzavane mentally but kuna kudowntown kuno I think it's very different. Getting wrong with I think there's a guarantee. Well, no, see, I don't know if you show you, I got the police. But I'm over, but I don't want to go. You see, with nowadays, show duty. Into the Amazon, what do they do? Then when you get away to cut the way of that, I know you get a good. I don't have problems. I don't think we're having.
Imimi ndakukubvunzai mukoma ndakukubvunzai imimi personally ndakuti mudaire muri imimi personally mungade here kuchengetwa nemudzimai
nowadays
aiwa
ukamona ukamito ngozi mukadzi pamwe unogona kuroorwa nekuti mhadzi wamukadzi ndiani kane mari kaungati sukarambe akatoroorwa nevari vakadzi vane mara kuchii
What? The blessing.
Thank you so much for coming through.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As a man.
Yeah, well, he said, I don't mind. That's a man's perspective. Anyway, just a second. You're live on Power FM. Good morning. Baba D, what do you say?
Ndikatopara mhosva zvangu ndikanogara zvangu chikurubhi kana ndasiya upenyu kurarama sei panyika because mukadzi akangoita mari chete ameno kamwe anobva tongopinda paauto yekutongokuabhuse waiziva vakawanda vakuabhuse ende havasi vakataura
saka imimi mukuti murume
chezere kumbhedha aiwa chezere kushanda
right mataura zvanachibvunza zvemubhaibheri kuti Adam akanzi china Mwari
obvunza ndinoziva
dai baba d
chika yekudhara kuti anziva urume chi yekuti anzi disavai ndiprovider neprotector chayo anziva kudhara zvazvo bozva zvaitaurwa kumukadzi anenge ari kumba izvezvo wangu sewo ubuda papa urikuzwa kuti mari yako izvezvo uda kumira izvozvo ndeno zvinongo zvamunongoitawo.
All right, so for you, let me just ask you this. Do you think that, and I don't know about my D, I don't think you can answer for my D in this instance, but do you think kuti imimi daima musiri provider na protector my D vaimhanya nemere?
Ndafungire munhu
aiwa mati munogona kudairira my D ndati imimi daipasina kuti vaimira semurume mumba my D vaigarapo here
vaigara but ndo panozokutsvagira chii aiyo itongori namari wangu noti waese yese unokwanisa kutounzirwa kumwe ukambonzi enda kurora pasa penda paground ngoenda paupstairs ndepere waona mari uri provider zvishokwadi chino chinhu chinonzi marriage hatina formula pane madhara anto ane mari zvoto maprovider in terms of financial antori bhoja chavo achitoprotera zvokutodaro then mukadzi iye anobuda unotsvaga kana kuti jeupo pamba pake ona vanhu mari yacho yacho inongochimupayo ndo yakunobhadha which means ngatingoti vari kudiwa ngavangotenda Mwari nyasi hapana kana formula iripo zvamanje manje kungoenda zvinotorera.
All right, Baba D. He brought up a very interesting point. Kuti iwe unogona usina mari anti but
initiative
anonotsvaga kupi mumwe asinawo mari futi. I don't know how that works.
So what's wrong with that?
Ungati murume wako hana mari wakunotsvaga
murume wako okay I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Anotsvaga mumwe asina mari futi. Yeah, but
all right, Shibomira. Diana, maybe you want to say something. I mean, no, Rachel, say you want to maybe you want to say something. It's okay.
Safe place.
Okay, besides the money, what else do the men put on the table?
Protection and provision. That's how I innocent.
Aiwa, that's
Your
debate
marriage.
detail.
What else?
Detail, yeah.
Hey, and what
Besides
else do you
what-
bring to the
what-
table?
what else do you
aside
want?
the money?
If
What
we
else do
really,
you want?
If we really love you for the money, yes, all right, it's okay. But what else do you put on the table
No,
besides
what else?
the money?
What else is okay? I think the question is, if I'm doing the provision and protection, what else am I lacking? Because I think I've covered everything. Where is okay, if I say I'll give you provision and protection, where am I lacking? I've covered every spot.
Is it love? Is it kindness?
That's how you
Is it
see that I love you.
generosity? Is it just care? Is
Alright.
it
If we're in a relationship, let's just say we're in a relationship, right? And I'm down to my last dollar, but you need that dollar.
for
Right.
what?
Whatever it is that you want, right? And I'm the only person, well, I'm your man. I'll give you that dollar, even if it means I'm going to be sleeping under the tree later on tonight. That is sacrifice. And that is the definition of love. If we are walking in the street and a street kid touches you, that street kid is going to see it. I'm from a cage. I'm gonna tune you as it is. I'm gonna take that next stone halfway.
That's so scary on my part. If you're going to be going around,
That's not
showing
scary. You
people
should
those
you
kind
should
of-
be you should appreciate the fact that you are in a safe environment. You can't be going around town and all those touts are saying whatever they want about you. Will you be safe then? You can't tell me that there are women out there that have been wolf whistled and they're okay with it. If you have your man.
What I'm trying to say is I wouldn't feel very safe if my man is going around fighting people, because if those people are going to run
Are
out,
you
he's
okay
gonna
with the
fight
street
me.
kid touching you?
Of course not.
So I'm supposed to walk around and say, cool, it's okay.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So
But
what
I'm
am I
saying,
supposed to do in that situation?
fighting is probably
What am
not,
I supposed to do in that situation?
talk to them.
Talk to a street.
0712831172. Just some of the messages that are coming through on our WhatsApp platform number. As in Uncle Rachel, when I got married, Auntie, we were very young and tangati sinagana pressure, ye marry and things like that. But now family yakura, yakutoda mari paradaiso. That's when we see kuti murume anoda mari kana muri yake yakukura kuti zvinhu zvake zviita. When we mostly fight, it is because of money, and it's only natural for murume kuti ave a provider, achengete muri yake. That's what you'd want, which is a question I was going to come to. I mean, if women were very honest, I mean, you know, when you're younger, I think when you're younger, you don't really look at so many things.
Like
You
you
look
look at
it-
potential.
Yeah, you look at potential, and then you're like, but in first one did I go? Love you, check up. You know, we've got a good vibe. We get along. We laugh. But you know, when the financial responsibility then comes, and someone doesn't actually pull their weight, the weight that they're supposed to pull, you sort of feel some type of way. Good, but I don't know if we're wired in a certain way. If God created each human being in a certain way to say in this gender and that gender, it's wired in a certain way. Like Innocent said, if someone was to, you know, say something funny to my woman, the first instinct is to try and protect her some way, somehow. Whatever decision is going to be, whether he wants to get into it,
Well,
you
Innocent
know,
says he's from my cage.
yes,
that's
so
why
he's going to get into it, right? Or when they're going to talk how far, auntie, right? And then for women, you know, it's like how motherhood is like sort of a natural instinct that sort of comes to, not to everyone, I'm just saying, you know, that's just how it is. So I think we're wired in a certain way to say, if I have a problem, who am I going to turn to? I don't know. If you have a problem, who are you turning to first? Who's your first? You're married, you have a problem. Who are you turning to first as a woman?
My partner.
Your partner.
But it's not necessarily because they are a man that I'm telling to them, but they are my partner.
They are your partner.
Yes.
All right. When do men? What do men bring to the table beyond money? Men bring teaching, guidance, leadership, correcting, role modeling for kids, decision making. The list is endless. That's one of the things.
That's true.
But women can also bring the same, and parents bring those same things to their children. So they're not qualities that are
I think it's
that
good that
are
we also ask the reverse of
strictly
it.
limited to men.
Beyond perhaps what is the obvious
Eh.
that women are regarded, you know, because you know, you women are saying, you know, you're the table. But beyond other things, what are you also bringing to the table? Because we have to ask them.
You know, from a man's perspective, what are they bringing to the table? No, I did not wait. Just saying.
Do you know how quick it was for me to answer the question what men bring to the table? And then, yes, okay.
Wait, it's just that we're left with 5 minutes. And I'm trying to go through the messages.
All right.
But we can always bring that topic up as a separate one.
All right.
Is that okay?
We can.
Yes, I think
Are you
that
guys
would be
game
fair.
with it?
Auntie,
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
We can do it.
And
Yeah, we can do a second edition of this.
Sorry, Jay, time's over. A man should be a provider. That's the meaning of being a man and being masculine as well. Ukasashanda unotongwa. That's like my side, the financial side. He wouldn't provide. He would tell you, I don't have money, and now there's a child going to school, and I'm still the one catering for that child. So not when it comes to zvinhu mari mukati ndo pamunoti hey murume chi but imimi ndimakachemera muchiti muda ma 50-50 equal rights saka zviri kufamba sei.
You can say it to the microphone. Say it to the microphone. Nana, please. Say it to the
I
microphone.
personally believe in those 50-50 because I'm not being trained, learned and everything just to then lay dormant so that a man can do everything. We are partners. We are all coming in and doing everything that needs to be done in our partnership.
I sabotage.
Please say that one more. Say that one more time. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I personally believe in the 50-50 because I'm being raised to be this woman who's working, who's conscious of what needs to be done for my family. So in my relationship, it's a partnership where we are coming in and together we are actually taking care of each other, protecting each other, providing for each other and for our children and our family together.
Rachel, be honest. Do you want to go 50-50 in a relationship? Be honest. Do you want to go 50? This happens not in Africa, but if you go abroad, if you hey, Tashika pai auntie. I mean, you've seen this happen. You've gone on a date. It's your first date. This guy has been finessing you in your DMs. Shada, I want to take you out. And then you get there. Do you want to go 50-50? I want you to be honest.
I think it's, even though if you have, it's more enjoyable when a man goes an extra mile.
You don't want to be when we say 50. Wait, I just want to say this. I just want to find out. When we say 50-50, are we saying equal?
Yeah.
So the same.
Sort of. Which is rather impossible, but yes.
Okay, uhombe yatanga and takambozona kunonzi kuchi ku Europe and hondo yatanga and sazvanzi aiwa chi madzimai nevana chi bye guys. And I was one feminist akasumuka achiti zvona aiwa tinosara we want to fight with. Kana one, not from anywhere, even in the middle of the ocean. Not a single woman said no, we're going to stay with our men and we're going to fight with our men. They all left and the men were left, but we are here talking about 50-50. How?
How is we are both in the relationship, we are already 50-50 or 100%, whichever you want to put it. So you're not, I'm not going to earn and then pack that money somewhere else or donate it also. It's coming back into the family. So it is what it is.
Okay.
We're married, right?
Mira. Let me say this, Rachel, maybe your final words on this particular issue.
I think in as much as we don't want marriage, I think women, we want a man and a provider. Chero ndikasazoda marry only, but can extra mile ke provision.
Okay. Diana?
For me, I like individuals who are empowered and self-sufficient in wellness, like all the arms of wellness. Somebody who says I'm okay the way I am, and then they get into relationships, giving their own 100% of who they are and what they are.
Okay, Saka, you both of you have to bring something to the table.
It is,
okay.
You already do.
All
anyway.
right. Okay, Bruce.
Okay, I think the conversation has been very, exciting. But I think, uka munakaita initiative, you realize that eliminators wonder like exploitation, abuse, and whatnot. Because I know is the man who should provide, but that kind of entitlement, ndizotanga kuita resentment towards you because it doesn't even chip in asi kuzoona kuti iko zvine zvangondoomerawo zve1 month inoyi but anenge asingatotokubatsira, you know, that type of thing. I think as a man you actually then get to appreciate a woman who does that, because madzingo you find, I'll tell you, there are some people wekutoti even now ukangona message nobva kusiyana nazvo because unoziva kuti munhu ari kutsvaga but ari kuti pese paari kutsvaga ari kuti ndiendese kulunch ndiite sei aiwa zvakadhakwa
Maramba. Innocent, in 20 seconds or less, my guy.
If you're going into a relationship and you're busy looking at what you will get from that relationship is going to fail. You're going in a relationship to serve your partner, so you will never look at what you're going to get from it, because the moment you don't get anything from that relationship, you're going to skedaddle. And that does not work. That's why we've got so many divorces, so many breakups, because we are all too selfish.
This is from a men's perspective. Every Friday, we're back again next week on Power FM Zimbabwe. Do check out time with mine, exactly 12 o'clock. Time for us to cross over to the news desk.